everybody rocking with your boy, man. I appreciate all the love and support over the time I've been on YouTube, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Shout out to Mr. Marcus McFarland in the building. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, man. We back in the trap with it, man. You know what I'm saying? We back to the bread and butter this morning. You know what I'm saying? Hey, give me a flame if y'all miss the old trap vibes. You know what I'm saying? These vibes right here with the sound effects. You already know. Landlord on a solo show going crazy, dropping bombs and stuff. You already know. Let me know how y'all feeling, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. But first and foremost, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most. What they was put on God's green earth to do, and you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Hit the like and share for the squad that will not charge a card. Let's get it. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. Shout out to everybody rocking. Let's do it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting cake and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's do it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockouts, but it's real now. Real fly. Bitch, I probably average your career high. But one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we hollin' f*** a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that shit made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run up them commas. For the summer, run up them numbers. I know that they hate the way the ball man. Rockin' all this ball man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate, that what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting K and they just in the way.
Hey, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what time it is. Yes, sir, man. Hey, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through your phone, but I promise you, you in the trap, sir. Well, maybe not. The trap button ain't working. Look at that. Good grief. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Ain't none of my buttons working. But y'all already know what's going on, man. Hey, we back in the building with it. Feel good to be back in the trap, man. Hey, listen. It's almost the season, man. We almost there. We've been waiting patiently. It's almost back to training camp. Hey, we real close to it. We real close to it. And you know, we real close to the season coming back, and it smells like football. You know, the college NCAA just came back out. We got Madden coming out. We just got everything football starting to, you know, come on the horizon, man. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Even though, you know, it's been kind of a, what can I say, a frustrating offseason for us, man. I still can't wait to see some football. It is some few things to be optimistic about. It's not the end of the world. The world is not over. See, a lot of my complaints throughout the offseason really is for the playouts. I whine and I cry and I, you know, fuss about us getting better so we can be better in the postseason. Most of my stuff is not for the regular season. So I just want us to go further, man. That's my number one goal. I want us to go further. So that's why I do all of this stuff. I want us to make all these improvements so we can get better and better and we can go further and further in the playoffs, not the regular season. We got the regular season down pat. Shout out to Miss Patrice with the $20 super. I appreciate you, man. I really do. It's been a long time. I ain't seen you in a while. She says, missing you, landlord, and the trout. Hey, we miss you too. We appreciate you. And yeah, man, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I've been working a lot of overtime. I've been out there on the grind. So, you know, it's been a little inconsistent with my uploads and my live times, but hey, you know, we still trying to get y'all that work, man. We still trying to get y'all that content as much as possible. And then, you know, the end goal is to go out there to training camp and make sure we get y'all some exclusive content, man. I feel like, I can't lie, I got some great eyes for this football stuff. Like, you know, people can feel how they want to feel, but I swear I trust my eyes over a lot of other people's eyes. And they don't steer me wrong too much. So I can't wait to go out there and lay my eyes on some of these competitions that we've been looking forward to, especially somebody like Trey Lance. I can't wait to see what Trey Lance gonna do. Will he be Godfather then, or will he really take over the number 2 quarterback role? And don't it suck to be Cooper Rush though, y'all? Don't it suck? Because really and truly, Cooper don't deserve that. Cooper been a nice backup for us. But everybody know we need Trey Lance to be the number 1 backup. Well, you know what I mean? He should be the second quarterback on this team because we need him to. So that's the whole difference, man. They got Cooper Rush in a weird situation, y'all. It really do. But we definitely can't wait to see that competition unfold and see what happens. But we do got some things to talk about. Mr. Stephen Jones been on the radio station talking crazy. Hey, on interviews, podcasts, and all that good stuff, man. So, hey, what they say, is that a bird or a plane? What was it? I'm not sure. Oh, it's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody out here rocking. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to Common Sense Lab. And I think that's about the only member in the building right now. So shout out to all
in talks of the Dallas Cowboys here, we got to get to it. The word when, right? When is the only word I can think of when I think of you, right? Because I'm thinking, when is Dak getting done? When is CD getting done? When is Micah getting done? When is Mike McCarthy getting done? When? So when will we have some answers here, Steven?
Y'all make sure y'all check out this podcast. It's a new podcast. This young lady is from The Athletic, and then y'all know that's Chase Daniels. He done did a lot of great breakdowns of Dak Prescott, former NFL quarterback. So the link is in the description. They got a brand new podcast, Scoop City, I believe it's called. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Hey, it must be nice to have your second interview and it be Stephen Jones. That's powerful right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's check out this good content.
Well, those things take time, and we're talking about deals here. You know, when you're talking about CD and Dak and, you know, somebody like a Micah coming up. I mean, you're talking about 2 players that aren't quarterbacks that feel like they, you know, ought to be a little bit like Jefferson, the top paid 9 quarterbacks in the league. And then, of course, you have Dak, who's obviously his resume speaks for itself. I think, you know, he was second MVP voting last year. You know, he's just had an extraordinary career here in Dallas. And, you know.
Hey, it makes me wonder, right? With Steven talking the way he talked, it really do make me think, like, is it just Steven that believe in Dak over there in Dallas, man? Because Jared done told Dak to his face, like, bro, you got over on me, bro. He just said, you got over on me, Dak. So we already know Jared isn't as fond of Dak. I don't know, bro. I got my suspicions. But to be honest, it seems like Stephen Jones might be the one who believe in him. Or he just know he can only say so much in the public. You know what I'm saying? Public perception is everything. So he know already that it's only so much he can say in front of the world. And he has to toe those lines. He has to say some coach speak, some owner speak in this case, just so he can smooth everything over. But honestly, it do feel like Steven might really do believe in Dak Prescott. I think he's just straight up cheap. That's the problem. And it just won't escape us. Like, it holds us back from a lot of stuff, man. Just simply Stephen Jones being cheap. And I feel like that's one of the biggest obstacles that's keeping us away from what? Going to a Super Bowl or being very, very successful in the playoffs. Shout out to Miss You Got Us the Poet, man. Hey, You already know you in the building. We back in the trap. Yes, we are. And, appreciate you for the intro, man. We got a new intro coming again. A updated modern version, man. So I can't wait to show y'all that. She got an excellent song on there for us, man, and we appreciate it. We appreciate all the efforts you did for that. Shout out to JB too, man. Another member in the building. Shout out to you. But, yeah, man, it just feel like Steven might honestly be the only one in Dallas that believe in Dak. How y'all feel about that? Do y'all think this is all cap from Steven Jones, or do y'all think he actually believe in Dak Prescott? Because I think that's a good conversation to have. Because listen, even though they are two wings of the same bird, so to speak, it's obvious to say that, man, Jerry can have his gut feeling and like deep down in his heart about Dak, and Stevie can too as well. And we already know Jason Garrett had to stand on the table for Dak Prescott. He had to say, hey, man, I need Dak on this team. I believe in Dak. Will be attached to the hip. You can attach my success to Dak's success, and I'm ready to go for it. So we already know the number one reason that Dak Prescott is in Dallas is because of Jason Garrett. If it weren't for Jason Garrett, he wouldn't even be here. So, maybe Steven was on the side that's saying pro Dak Prescott, and maybe Jerry was the one sitting back with a little doubt still. Like, he might have been like, I ain't too sure. And, Steven convinced him to give him a shot. So I think that's a good question. I think that's a good conversation to have. But let's get back into the content. Let's go.
Those things just take time when you're talking about the amount of money involved. And, of course, we're trying to a little bit play Houdini and how to keep all these guys around Dak and keep these players we were fortunate enough to draft. And, when you start stacking them up like that, it's a challenge. It's not that it's not doable, but you certainly got to, have some give and take if you want to do that. I know the Vikings there with Jefferson when they, made that inordinate deal at the receiver spot. They don't have one player on their team other than Jefferson making over $20 million. And, of course, we got a big one in Dak, and we got Diggs right there, and then you got Zach Martin and D-Law. And so we got a lot of guys making, quite a bit of money. And, it's no excuses. We think we can get this done. Know we can get it done, but it just takes time.
Yeah, Jerry and Steven, we already know. You see how he pointed out Minnesota, like, hey, Minnesota paid Justin Jefferson all that money. That was to CeeDee Lamb right there. That was to CeeDee Lamb right there. That was a low key to CeeDee Lamb, like, hey, CeeDee, listen. You know what I'm saying? You want that Justin Jefferson money, but, you know what I'm saying? We don't have that kind of money. We got a lot of people we paying high money to. So we need you to work with us, CeeDee. That's how you speak to your player through the public, through the media. Hey, CeeDee, we need you to work it out with us. But no, sir, we're not buying that Steven Jones because it is several teams out there that has stuff like this. Look at the Eagles. They pay A.J. Brown top receiver money. Then they come back and pay Devontae Smith good receiver money. Then they got Hurts signed. It's possible. We don't want to hear your excuses. We already know that it's all cap, and we already know that you are Dollar Bill Jones. We already know that, and we're not listening, man. We understand that you just want to try to manipulate us instead of actually paying your people. Because, look, he'll convince us that, hey, listen, the players are stubborn and they just want all this money. But if you in the know, if you follow new media, we tell you exactly how they can get this done, and it's not even a complicated thing to do. Shout out to my guy HTM Sports in the building, man. He said Steven just lied. Check our cap hits. Exactly. D-Law, look, they might have big money on the books, but according to the cap hits, it's all fake news. It's false. Like what you call him said, what his name is, Trump. Just like Trump said, it's fake news. It's all phony stuff. It's not real. So, and the cap is the most important thing. Think about it. The money on the books, it can be on the books for 20 years if they wanted to. Like, the money and the cap money of that year is what's important. Like, how much That's the only thing that got a limit on it, the cap money of that year. So you can have contracts that go down the line. You can kick that can down the road with no problem. You just concentrated really on how much money he taking away from your cap that year. So really, Dak Prescott really just now finna be a burden on us for real with this, what it is, he in like $50-some million cap hit or something. So like all the other years you signed Dak all them big deals and stuff, and it really still didn't even like was the detriment to our team. It just quarterback money, normal quarterback money, and it didn't just wipe us out on the cap. It really didn't. The cap number was down. That's the beauty of actually signing Dak Prescott. Yeah, $55 million cap hit now because we've been kicking that can down the road too far. That's the only thing. So now, after a while, you're just going to have to pay your bills, Steve. You're just going to have to pay your bills. There's no way around it. So that's on them. That's on the front office. And he going to go on to say something else that kind of pissed me off. So let's continue. You know.
Are you confident, Steven, that you can get Dak done? Because, as you know, he's in the last year of his contract. Mike McCarthy's in the last year of his contract. Those are the two most important positions in all of sports, really, a head football coach and his quarterback. They're both going into sort of lame duck years. And what happens if you can't get Dak done? Is there a deadline? Is he going to set it? Do you guys have a deadline to be set?
Well, the answer to that question is we are optimistic that we can get these guys done. I know Dak, our goal is to get him done. He knows that. We're having conversations and, with his agent, with Dak personally, both Jerry and myself. And he knows our goal is to keep him here. He also understands the challenges. And, you see, what happens to teams when you do have these high-priced quarterbacks. At some point, it's a challenge to keep everybody. Obviously, the Chiefs are an example of that, but they were able to, survive not keeping Tyreek Hill and, some other top players. I think they let, one of the top corners in the league go this year, after this season. So, you have to make some tough choices along the way, but we're optimistic.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Maybe landlord was looking too deep into this stuff, or maybe Steven is just that damn diabolical. I don't know. Do y'all think he's so diabolical that some of these things he talking about is for the future? Okay, listen. You see how he said the Chiefs had to let go one of the top corners and they survived. That sounds like he's pro that type of mentality, don't it? So don't you got a top cornerback that's coming up to be paid very, very soon? It makes my antennas go up. It makes my antennas go up. I have my suspicions. Do y'all think Steven is that diabolical to be talking to Daron Bland this early in the in contract negotiations? Because I do. I don't put that past him. Like, when you that cheap like Steven Jones, you have to plan like years ahead of time. Like, he already engaging and cranking up contract negotiations and thought process to Daron Bland in the future. Am I wrong? Do y'all think I'm looking too deep into this? Or do y'all think he's just that goddamn diabolical? Because I do. I really do. I think that was a message to Daron Bland saying, look, we seen the Chiefs get rid of Snead, and he was the best corner in the league last year. What about you? If I'm not mistaken, hold on. I know Daron made an All-Pro, and who was the other All-Pro? I think it was Snead. I could be wrong. Hold on. All-Pro corner. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. When Snead the only other All-Pro, is only two can be there. AFC, NFC. I believe Snead was the other All-Pro corner last year, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, bro, that sound like a direct message to Daron Bland. Like, listen, we've seen teams win Super Bowls and get rid of top players. We willing to go that way. Because, look, he already realizes that Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, in their mind, the way they finna have to pay them, that's 3 quarterbacks, y'all. That's 3 quarterbacks. 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 That is 3 quarterbacks in their mind, because when they put it on that paper, when they start to write these salaries out, that's 3 quarterbacks. So they looking at Daron Bland like, look, we ain't gonna be able to afford you. That's why I brought this up one day. And I know it's a scary thought. I don't want it to happen, but I the way my mind process things, bro, I be trying to give y'all a peek into my mental processing. The way I process this, right? I try to predict what the Cowboys are willing to do and not willing to do, given their history and their track record. So now I'm trying to predict conclusions on ways we gonna handle this roster. So with that being said, I'm saying stuff like, okay, do you think the Cowboys gonna pay Daron Bland, or do you think they gonna hold them all the way for dear life to the very end, lose them in free agency and get nothing? Which one is the most likely outcome? Let me know. Answer that question for me, y'all, please. Which one is the more likely outcome? Are we going to pay Daron Bland or hold on to him till next year and then now he a free agent and he lead the team? And now you got nothing for him. What do Dallas typically do in this situation? Just answer my question, please. Because I want to make sure I'm not the one that's crazy. So if you know your child bad, it's just certain stuff you're going to expect out of him. You're going to be like, well, I know he might do this, so I'm going to try to. You got to play chess with that. You already know how the Cowboys operate, so you got to be a step or two ahead. That's how I go about trying to handle this stuff when it comes to the Cowboys. Okay, lose him. I think most people know that we're going to lose him, y'all. This is normal Cowboy activities. This is normal Cowboys behavior. So we got to know. One time is a fluke. After you do it time and time again, that's behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's who you are. We know we going to lose him, okay? So if we know for a fact we going to sit up here and lose the run for nothing, trade him. Trade him. Now, later, or something. I just don't want to end up with nothing. Okay, people don't want to hear trade talks. But guess what? If you trade him, you at least get something back. You see what I'm saying? Just imagine not, because look, I know the scary part about trade talks is not having Daron Bland. You should be way more afraid of not having Daron Bland and not getting nothing from him. That's what you should be afraid of right now. Not having Daron Bland is scary. We know that. We like Daron. I'm not saying Daron is the best corner in the world, but he's a damn good corner. He's a very, very good corner. Losing Bland is scary. Shout out to Craven Cowboys. Yeah, it's scary, right? But is it more scary to lose Daron Bland and get nothing? I think I'd rather just lose Daron Bland. I know what I'm saying. I just have to lose Daron. Y'all know Daron was one of my first players that I co-signed and seen him go from a 5th round and just ball out. That's my guy. I don't want that to happen, bro. I don't want to take that. Shout out to Craven. She says, salute, landlord. Losing Bland sounds crazy. It's not every day you develop 2 corners who lead the league in INTs. But which one sound crazier though, Craven? Losing Daron Bland and gets nothing. Hey, y'all look at my button ain't working. Get nothing. Hey, you don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. Y'all know dollar bill motto. We will get nothing. So listen, Craven, if you think about this, if you lose Daron Bland and get something back, or lose Daron Bland and get nothing, what's the common denominator here? You still gonna lose them. Shit. If I'm gonna lose them regardless, give me something back. You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset right now. I know my team. I know their characteristics. They crazy. They gonna sit up here and Daron gonna ball again. He might not make history next year, but Daron, you can book him for about 5 interceptions. Book him. You got Trey on the other end now. Daron gonna get more opportunities. You can book Daron for about 5-6 interceptions right now, like without seeing him play. 6 interceptions for Daron Bland ASAP. All he gonna do is play himself out of Dallas. That's all. And then if I'm not mistaken, you might come down to a point where you barely can pay your big stars now. Now you got to deal with, guess what? Jake Ferguson coming up too. They complaining about playing the stars that we got up now. This is why I'm not giving them that grace, because, bruh, y'all knew these contracts was coming. Y'all knew they was coming. What the hell? Y'all knew these contracts was coming. This ain't new news to y'all. What we just said, you negotiating with Daron Bland years ahead of time. You knew these contracts was coming. That's why we not giving you no sympathy. We're not, because it's foolish. Why would I give you sympathy on something that you could have avoided? It's going to get deeper. He going to get into this, because I'm ready to get on that part. Hold
that
on.
We can do that. And we'll continue to grind away on that. I know, between fans and media, that's your job, is to ask when and can you and what happens if you don't. But, our eyes on the ball, and in terms of getting these things done, and we're not thinking about what happens if you don't. We're trying to get the job done.
From you've made it really clear, even going back to you and I having that conversation at the league meetings in October in New York, and we were just right outside the hotel just chatting about Dak, and you just had such a confident look in your face, like, we believe in Dak. Dak's the guy. Why are you asking me these annoying questions? He's the guy. And it sounds like that is still the same sentiment in Dallas, and you guys do feel really optimistic this is getting done.
I think at the end of the day, a lot of people want to, somewhat be critical of the organization, of Jerry and myself, of Coach McCarthy, of our team. And, of course, Dak being the quarterback gets the brunt of it. You know that, Chase, of our success in the playoffs. But at the same time, you got to, certainly recognize that we've won 36 regular season games in 3 years, which, of course, we're playing 17 now. I think the Patriots may have done that, doing it in 16 games on a 3-year run. But, we're having really great success in the regular season, and there's no question. I understand the criticism from our fans.
Do you really, Steven? Do you really, sir? Because we don't feel like you do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do better than that. We do not feel that you do understand our frustration with you. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this will get to your front desk one day. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I just piss you off so bad one day that you do something about it, man. That's what I hope one day.
And criticism from media. We all understand that, in terms of not winning the big game in the playoffs. And we certainly got to take that next step. I know we could go out there and no one's assuming anything and win, have another great regular season, and no one's going to give, and they shouldn't, no one's going to, really give, hey, they're going to get it done this time until they see it. And we understand that. We put ourselves in that position with, our playoff winning percentage, and we do have to take that next step, but I certainly believe we can do it.
You guys are one of the best organizations, without a doubt, at scouting players, draft.
Like I said, he did say that he believes in Dak Prescott. I don't know if I ever heard an owner say he don't believe in their starting quarterback. So, I don't know how much credit you can give that. You might have to take that with a grain of salt, but I don't know. It seemed like he might do. I think the doubt come from Jerry now. That's what I'm thinking now. I believe Jerry might be the one that's holding back a little bit.
Drafting well, your rosters every single year are filled with so much talent. But what's the philosophy in regards to the contracts, right? Because now, look, we're headed into camp. This is all we're talking about. All eyes are on, can these deals get done? Some would argue, why didn't you guys do these earlier? So how do you guys go about your business financially behind the scenes?
Well, we're just now to the point where we can do a CD and a Micah. And, certainly you want to see these things play out. And certainly, a lot of times you want to make sure, certainly CD had his breakout year this year in terms of, really having a mega year in terms of his numbers and his statistics. And, of course, Micah just became eligible. And, of course, we've done a deal with Dak. So, after that, we've done Diggs. We got him done early. And, unfortunately, when you're paying these quarterbacks, the kind of money these teams are having to pay them, and it's not just a handful of them. There's Chase, you follow it, I'm sure there's 12 to 16 guys that are making 40+ million bucks. And, then you're restricted to paying, 5 or 6 guys. And believe me, it doesn't feel good to watch a Baez leave the organization. It doesn't feel good to watch, watch these guys that we drafted and developed and playing at a good level walk away. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Now, the good news is we feel like we've done a good job of drafting again, and you get the Guytons of the world and the BBs of the world and a Nealon who's a pass rusher. You got to keep bringing these guys in because that's where you get the relief under the cap, is having your young guys play at a high level and play right away. These guys, we got him done early. And, unfortunately.
That's important right there, y'all. These people look, we be talking crap like these people stupid, like they don't understand stuff. But I promise you, these people are very calculated. They know exactly what they doing. Did y'all peep the message that was in that part? Listen, guess what he said? Yeah, we got Diggs done. We got Diggs done early. So guess what that means? If you ain't willing to take under your market, we gonna go tooth and nail. We gonna go to war. Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards. We going to war until you go down on your price. That's all it means. You want your money now? Take less. You don't? We going to war. Did you see how he threw that in us so strategically? Like, we got Diggs done early. Look, early. Man, this dude's so crafty, bro. Look, I know a lot of y'all probably ain't even peeped that. A lot of y'all, it didn't register with some of y'all. Like, we got Diggs done early. Early. He made sure he put emphasis on early. And guess why he got Diggs done early? Because Diggs took way under market value. So is that not a message that he's sending out to Dak? He's sending out to Micah. He's sending out to CeeDee Lamb. Y'all want y'all money? Come get it. But we ain't paying y'all top of the market without a battle, without a fight. And then he come back talking about something, man, what he said? He talk about they did Dak. We did a contract with Dak. We just not able to pay Micah. Like, bro, why you acting like this is new? You knew that Micah was coming. You knew that Micah was coming. You knew Dak was coming again. You know what the Cowboys did, y'all? I want to put it down to layman's terms. I want to put it down to something that we can all relate to. If you know you only make like $1,000 a check, and your car note is $500, your rent is $1,500 for some reason. I don't know. You might be living a little above your means, but don't mess up the scenario. Your rent is $1,500, your car note $500, and you only make $1,000 every month. Every check. So why would you let all these big ass bills pile up and you only got $1,000? Do that make sense? So now, Swain said 96 Honda Accord, no car note. You get what I'm saying though, Swain. Like, is you gonna let all these big bills pile up and you know you only got but so much to pay it with? That's foolishness. Who manages their money like that? Who manages their money like that? Nobody. That's smart. Do you think these billionaires are not smart enough to know better? If landlord from Alabama, who don't got a fraction of the money that Steven and Jerry got, if I know how to manage my bills, you better be damn well that they know how to manage theirs. That's all I'm saying. But they want sympathy from us. They want sympathy for us. You see what I'm saying? They want us to be like, oh man, we gotta pay all of this stuff. They acting like the cousin that always need to borrow some money and act like he ain't know the bills was coming. Y'all, everybody got that one cousin. Got that one friend, somebody in your life that swear up and down, they need a loan every check. They need a loan to Friday every week. They light bill due. Like, they just found out yesterday that they light bill was coming. Shit. How you just, you know what I'm saying? Every time it happen, they light bill? What? Fool? Like, you knew the bill was coming, but you want sympathy for it. You want sympathy for it. That's irresponsible. That's what that is. That's neglect. That's irresponsible. That is foolish. It's so many things. That's why I always say I can't lie to y'all, man. You know, this the trial. We got to be real with each other. I can't lie to y'all, man. I'm not finna sit up here and act like these billionaires are stupid, because that's the only way that makes sense. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're foolish. We know they not stupid, dumb, or foolish. We understand that. You can't become a billionaire being dumb, stupid, or foolish unless you inherited it. And you know, Jerry and them didn't inherit that money. Okay? So, the only other conclusion is you ain't trying to pay the shit. You ain't trying to pay it. You either gon' let them bills pile up and pay them. Just be like, oh, I just wanted to give you a hard time. Or your plans is not to pay them. It's a lot of people I don't think they gonna pay. I'm just being real. That's why they waited so long. Man, we got how many free agents? How many people on one year contracts? If I'm not mistaken, it's like 20 of them. We gonna have a clearance sale on players in a minute, y'all. We gonna have a damn clearance sale. We gonna have a fire sale next year. We gonna have players out the wazoo. Everybody, hey, you want you some Osa? You want you some Bland? Hey, pick a player. It's gonna be more players off the roster than on the roster. Shit. They gonna be really going to find people at the Walmart, at the local corner store. Have you ever threw a football before, sir? Anybody in the local Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas area with a Cowboy jersey report to practice tomorrow. That's what they gonna say. We gonna have a clearance sale, Swain. God damn. Buy two, get one free. You know what I'm saying? This that I don't know about y'all cities and states, but I'm pretty sure the ghetto is the ghetto, okay? The hood is the hood. They all the same. Everybody can recognize the hood, right? You know, you could be, if I bring one of y'all to Alabama, it's just certain places and certain characteristics of a neighborhood that's gonna give you indications that, hey, this is the hood right here. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, aha, this the hood. You gonna know. So, in my neighborhood, in some of the corner stores, they got that barrel right there. Do y'all got that barrel right there? It's a barrel as soon as you walk in the store. Hey, landlord is not a beer drinker, all right? So, this ain't for me. But I'm just saying, it's a big-ass barrel right there in front of every corner store as soon as you walk in there. And it's assorted. Like, it's a bunch of miscellaneous cheap-ass beers in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what they doing, man. That's what we gonna have to find our players from. The $5 DVD being in Walmart. You know what I'm saying? A miscellaneous assorted barrel of beer. Let me know. Give me a yay or nay. Do y'all corner stores have that in y'all neighborhood? Let me know. Bush Ice Cobra, King Cobra, some shit. What it's called? Y'all know that little cheap barrel. They just throw every bill in there. Like, this bill so cheap, it don't even come in a 6-pack. Like, what's going on? Hey, every person that's on the corner that's asking for change, they know about that. They going in that barrel. You know what I'm saying? I respect the real ones that let you know they going in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Don't lie to me, act like you trying to get some food. You ain't trying to get no food, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Steel Reserve. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Natural Ice, 211. That's the beer. That's it. Yes, that's it. That's a barrel full of headaches. That's what it is. a barrel full of headaches and upset stomach. Hey, these are our players though. You got it. These are our players. We naming them. Every one of them. Don't put Red Bull in there though. Red Bull ain't in that barrel. Red Bull so elite. They got their own freezer in the corner store. Don't do that, Swain. Hey, Red Bull really let you know what's happening. Red Bull so gangster. They got their own refrigerator in the gas station. Shit. Don't play with Red Bull. They on some elite highborn type stuff. They're not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Red Bull got their own VIP section in the corner store, man. Don't play with Red Bull, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Red Bull is not in the assorted miscellaneous beer barrel now. Don't do that, Swain. But y'all know what I mean. High gravity. Yo. See, every hood got a ghetto. Every neighborhood, every city got a ghetto, and everybody knows exactly what barrel I'm talking about. You'll see them boys digging so deep in that barrel, and you don't never know what kind of beer you're gonna pull up out of that, man. Shit. Hey, and they gonna get one. They just want one. You know, sometimes they get two, but most of the time you're gonna see somebody with one in a paper bag. That's what they gonna get. Those the players we looking for next year, man. I just want y'all to know that. Those are the players we looking for next year, man. Dang, I hate I had to go on that rant, but it was needed, man. We gonna have bottom of the barrel. I think that's what they mean by that by that analogy. We gonna have the bottom of the barrel players coming into 2024, man. 2025.
You know, when you're paying these quarterbacks the kind of money these teams are having to pay them, you know, and it's not just a handful of them. You know, there's, Chase, you follow it, I'm sure there's 12 to 16 guys that are making $40+ million. And, you know, then you're restricted to paying, you know, 5 or 6 guys. And believe me, it doesn't feel good to watch a Baydaz leave the organization. It doesn't.
Baydaz is crazy work. That is crazy work, Steven. And we ain't studying no goddamn Tyler, be honest. But, like, I think that was who that was said. Let me see. I think that was you guys. Said it's all Dak fault. Yeah, it's basically, you see how it always circle back to Dak. His contract is the biggest obstacle, biggest hurdle out of everything. Bad at what he said. Hold on, I can't even mimic what he said. It's so bad. I don't even know how he said it.
Feel good to watch. Watch these guys that we drafted and developed and playing at a good level walk away. But unfortunately, we can't do that. Now, the good news is we feel like we've done a good job of drafting again, and you get the Guytons of the world and the BBs of the world and a Nealon who's a pass rusher. You got to keep bringing these guys in because that's where you get the relief under the cap, is having your young guys play at a high level and play right away.
See, honestly, man, the mentality that they going with is really not wrong. But the only problem is you don't count on your young guys to play such pivotal roles for a championship team. The only championship teams that pull stuff off like that, they might have like 1 or 2 in a pivotal role. They're not counting on 10 rookies to come in here and save their life at pivotal roles. Even the championship teams that had the young players, they might have like 1 starting corner that's a rookie, and maybe like 1, not like a wheel linebacker or some shit. Like, it ain't gonna be no big time positions like that. We already know you can hire a cornerback, and then I bet you money if that cornerback is a rookie and he started, he probably a first rounder or something. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be a respectable talent. They ain't just gonna be drafting 3rd rounders and saying, hey, push them out there on the back of their shoulder pad. Like, go on out there and be good. Be great for us right now. They're not doing that. Not championship teams. We got to realize that. That's the only problem with their analogy. That's the only problem with their strategy. Championship teams are not counting on rookies to play pivotal roles for them and be great day one. They're not doing that. So once again, what do I tell y'all? Don't forget the offseason, man. Because we be sitting up here acting like we don't remember this stuff. Don't forget the offseason. That's my motto. I might have to put that on a shirt. Don't forget the offseason, man. Don't forget free agency. Don't forget the draft. This is when you building your team. And I'm here to tell you, last year I disagreed with damn near everything they did. Shit. Last year I disagreed with damn near everything they did. In the draft, I liked the free agency a little bit. I liked the Cooks and Gilly. I actually liked those moves. I liked the Stephon Gilmore move a lot more than I liked the Cook move. But I liked the Cook because I felt like Dak was gonna make it work and pay dividends off of it. But the draft, that was a L. But look, those optimistic Cowboy fans that can't see nothing wrong, they was telling us we was crazy. Y'all don't know. Schoon finna ball. Mizey finna be a beast. Man, what you know about that? Y'all just on YouTube. Shit. Y'all just on YouTube, man. Junior Fehoko and them, boy, they finna hoop. But listen, I stayed true to my integrity. I said, bro, I don't like that. I'm glad. I am so thankful that we actually went to the draft that year. I really am. Because I wouldn't have been able to have my authentic reaction out there. Listen, I can feel differently as time go on. I can do all of that stuff. I can talk myself into it. I can do all of that. But when them people called out Mizey Smith, I was relieved that we didn't draft a tight end, for one. But we know, if y'all follow my work that year, what did I say? I said, I don't want no defensive tackle. I said, I don't care what defensive tackle you name, I don't want them. Because I know a defensive tackle is a 2, 3, 4 year process. We need win-now players. I don't know who was there, but I know some of y'all was there back then, and y'all can vouch for me. I was saying that the whole offseason. I don't want no defensive tackle at all. I don't care how freakish he is. I don't care what freak list he made. Because I know that it takes, 3, 4 years to get there. That's a lie, action. That is a lie, boy. That's a lie right there. Man, go back to my reaction when we drafted Schoonmaker. Me, him, and West Coast was cussing. We like, what the hell? At the time, we felt like Hendershot was good enough. We don't need no tight end. The hell we need a tight end for? We got Ferg and we got Hendershot. We didn't feel like we needed no tight end at that moment. But guess what? When they called that man name, we told you straight up, we don't understand this pick. It is a bad pick. It makes no sense. We told you all that. And then Schoonmaker probably had a grand total. You can count all his catches on one hand. Now, is this to say that draft class is just awful? No. It takes years to be able to really evaluate a draft class. But that was my point. We needed impact players day one. We didn't need no future picks. Mizey, to me, to Landlord, I can't speak to nobody else. But to me, a defensive tackle is a future pick. Any day. I don't care where you get them from. To me, it is very rare that a defensive tackle come in and be a dominant player day one. That is rare. That is rare. So, any defensive tackle, to me, is a future pick. We needed players right now. You see what I'm saying? So, Mizey Smith, future pick. Schoonmaker, future pick, because we had tight ends. We didn't need no Schoonmaker. DeMarvion Overshawn, that was my favorite pick out of those top three. And just our luck, he got hurt. Then who was fourth? Junior Feihoku or somebody like that? We got nothing from them guys. I wasn't a big fan of that draft. Action is being very nefarious and lying on me. But that's my dog. He can get away with it. But I wasn't a big fan, man. And we see what happened. So this year, I do got confidence in Cooper Beebe. I do feel like Tyler Guyton will be good. I don't know if they're going to be good day one, though. I can't say he's going to be good against Myles Garrett. I don't know. I am confident in the person he seemed to be. I like the mentality that he has. As soon as we drafted the kid, he was in Dallas like the next week or the week of. He's assertive. He went and did what exactly what he needed to do. He's showing supreme work ethic. I like all of that stuff. I can't knock him far as his character. I like that. He got the prototypical build, size. He got everything you want in a tackle except for the technique. That's what I'm scared of. But the good news about that and Tyler Guyton is all of that stuff can be learned. All of that can be learned. Tyler can go to the Duke Manyweather and he can learn a lot of those things that he lacking. He's an athlete. He can do all of that. So, yeah, I still feel good about Tyler Guyton, but not initially. I don't know. He probably going to have some growing pains. He might struggle in the beginning. Cooper Beebe, I feel like if he's at center, he's going to give us at least what Tyler Biadasz gave us or even better. So I'm good with that. So it is some optimism coming towards this year, coming into this year. It is some optimism. But it's all yet to be seen because these players ain't suited up and did nothing yet. You replace 40% of your offensive line. That is huge. But I do got faith in Dak Prescott manipulating the line. I feel like he'll be able to manage that. What would this run game be? We don't know. Will we ever be able to stop the run? We don't know. After a whole offseason, after free agency and the draft, we still don't have the answers to this stuff. Wow. And I was just trying to sign off with some positivity. I was trying so hard. Damn, my bad. Shit. I was trying. Damn. Ain't that crazy, y'all? We just did a whole offseason. What? Free agency and the draft. And we got the same questions. Damn. Hey, what Law Nation there with that damn, with that damn drop? Damn. Yeah. That just sucked the life out of me, you know what I'm saying? Pause. That just knocked me off of my positivity. That just knocked my little Kool-Aid out my hand. I can't even drink no Kool-Aid to that. I can't. We got the same damn questions. Before we go, we gonna ask them. Hey, Cowboy Nation. Hey, Trap. What's happening? Can we stop the run? Can we stop the run? Are y'all confidence level in your team stopping the run going into 2024? Scale of 1 to 10. Can we stop the run? Let me know. What's your answer? We had a whole free agency and the draft. Can we stop the run? Do what I want y'all to do. Give me your scale of 1 to 10 from last year and now your scale of 10 from this year. Hey, that's messed up, ain't it? I want to see, did it get higher or lower? How did you feel about us in the run game last year? And then what you feel about us now after a whole free agent and after a draft? This is crazy. Damn. I can't even manufacture optimism, bro. That's sad. Damn. I gotta keep saying that. I was trying to leave us on a positive note. Good Lord. TA Cowboy says she started out at a 0 and she's now a 0 again. You know, at least it's consistent. At least it's consistent. That's all I can say. 0, not stop the run. Yikes. Last year 0, this year -10. Like, it got worse actually because you let Hankins go. It actually got worse. You let Hankins go. Started out, last year was a 4, this year 2. Last year 2, this year 3. What gave you that point though, Cav? And I would like to know. Hey, we need some optimism. If anybody is optimistic, please help us out. We need that. Camo said -1 million something. I don't know. 10 million? What that is? 10 million. Yeah, -10 million? Good Lord. That's a lot. JB said last year 4, this year -4. That's horrible. Terrible. Matt Batten, the GOAT, says 5 last season, 2 this season. Respectfully, it had to go down. It had to. James says 4. Give me both of your scores, last year and this year, please. I think that's hilarious. Cause I'm telling you, we just went through a whole free agency and a draft. I thought you used both of those to get better. Fresh King, what's happening, man? What's happening with you? Hey, when I see you, I think about the draft, man. Hey, y'all, not the draft, but the training camp. Y'all already know training camp is next week, but me being at training camp, once they put the pass on, that's in 2 weeks. So, man, hey, if you got any alphas y'all want to help your boy get out there and make sure everything goes smooth, hey, West Coast just told me that the exclusive tickets to get back there is $250 a piece. So, hey, man, your boy might need some help. Y'all make sure y'all donate and show some love, man, because I'm trying to get some exclusive content out there. I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying, boots on the ground, make sure we get some good insight for y'all, man. So, hey, if you got anything you want to help towards the cause, you know, I'm not just asking for your money. I'm actually putting it to work. I'm actually doing something with it. So, hey, man, if you want to help your boy out in his efforts to get out there and do that, make sure you support, man. And it goes a long way, and I appreciate every dollar, every dime. Yeah, but I met Fresh King out there at the training camp last year, man. So that's what made me think about it, too. So you say you coming out there? You going to be out there this year, Fresh? Let your boy know. But, yeah, man. Let's see what those numbers is. And then we're going to go on to the next question. Hallelujah says, me and Landlord said pause at the same time. Hey, you already know. You got to be on your toes. James said last year 5, this year 4. I think that's fair. Okay, we understand that. Okay. This kind of unfair, but I'm going to ask another question, and it is what it is. Your confidence in your run game last year compared to this year. Yeah, I met Craven out there too, man. Shout out to you. Yeah, I hope I run into you again too. It was nice. We had a good little vibe going, man. We had a good little time over there. Landlord, what they talking about? Just some contract stuff, DP. I think you got in late. We just talked about Steven Jones contract talks and stuff like that. Right now, I was trying my best to be positive on the walkout while I walk into the sunset, but it did not work. So shit, I tried. You know what I'm saying? But we asking y'all now, your confidence you had in the run game last year compared to this year. What is it? On a scale of 1 to 10. Swain says -10 last year, -10 this year. Good Lord. Trey says 6 last year to 2. That's ugh. And Trey, I had some optimistic last year too, because I'm like, okay, Tony getting more carries. We got the run game. We got the same old line. Tony should cook. Tony did not cook. He had the ingredients and shit. Like, you know, we got him. We went grocery shopping. We had the food laid out. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't cook. Like, damn. He ain't cook. They like, landlord, he had 1,000 yards. Yarn. I'm sorry. When I needed a run game, I ain't feel like I had one. I can say that, hey, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I felt like I needed a run game last year, I didn't have one. I'm sorry. I just didn't. And that's not just the last game of the year. I'm talking about it was several games in the year. I'm like, man, if we had a run game. Man, if we had a run game. Dak going crazy. If Dak had a run game to lean on, man, this offense would have been tremendous. It would have been unstoppable. If he had a consistent run game to take some of that edge off, we would have been unstoppable. No lie. TA says a 5 and a 6 this year. So I see that 6, you must have been pro Zeke then. You feeling like Zeke gonna help us out more. Hallelujah says, I'm gonna go 2 last year and 5 this year. You must be a pro Zeke guy too, because I don't know where that 3 come from. You lost 40% of your line. But hey, let's see. I hope y'all right. Calvin Jefferson says 0 last year, 2 this year. Hot take, Guyton will be an upgrade over Smith in the run game. I don't know. Hopefully in the future, I don't know about now, because I'm going to say this. We going off of youth. I know a lot of people going to look at Tyler Guyton's youth and be like, okay, he's a more youthful guy. He can move better than Tyron. He should be able to get to the spot better than Tyron. But do he know the run scheme better than Tyron? And is he going to hit the target like Tyron did? Because I want y'all to know, look, if you looked at Tyler Guyton tape, that's one of the things that was concerning y'all. Now, maybe Duke can get him right. Maybe the NFL coach can get him right. But I seen Tyler Guyton, I'm talking about storming down the lane, trying to block somebody and hardly ever get him. Like he was missing them left and right. He really was. And now you asking that same guy to play on the left side. Listen, it's not ideal. But I say this, I am confident because I look at him as an athlete. I feel like he'll be able to do it. How fast? I don't know. That's all. I'm going to just have to leave it at that. How fast? I don't know. I don't know if this is Tyler Smith. I don't think he's going to be trash, but I think it's going to be some growing pains for sure. Craven says last year 7, this year 3 or 4. It went down after a whole season and after free agency. That's sad. Why are we going down? You use those 2 tools to get better, not get worse. Dallas, do y'all understand that? 5 last year, 2 this season. That's fair. Cozy Banks says 4 last year, 5 this season. You went up, you must be pro Zeke. I feel you though. Shout out to King G, my member sliding in, man. What's happening? Marcus McFarland in the building. Shout out to Calvin Jefferson with the $4.99 for your mind. He says Russian capping that we talented every year when in fact we be mid. Thanks for the front office. Hold on. What you mean Russian? I don't know if that was somebody's name or what. But he said capping that we talented every year, but in fact we be mid thanks to the front office. Listen, we top heavy. We not a bad team. We got stars. We got stars at almost every level and all that stuff, but we just top heavy. We got some really good players at the top, and then we got some okay players after that. And you know, that's not how you make a championship team. You got to be strong. You got to be at least solid after your stars. Not okay, not all right, not a maybe. You got to be okay. You got to be strong. You got to be solid. And I don't know if we that solid after our stars like that at several positions. I don't know if we just solid after the top guy. HTM Sports in the building says Guyton's strength in college was pass pro. His knock was missing guys in the run game. Exactly. So to say he'll be better than Tyron in the run game, I don't know about that. I hope so. You would think so because he's youthful. He got age on his side. He should be able to move better than Tyron. But if you ain't hitting your target, you just going nowhere fast. That's unfortunate right there. But hopefully Duke get him right, man. We owe Duke the world. We owe that man so much. If he can fix Tyler Guyton, bro. If Tyler Guyton come out here good or great before I think he will, I think it's going to take him a few games. If Tyler Guyton come out here and whoop up on Myles Garrett, sir, I never doubt Duke again. Straight up, I never doubt that man again, bro. I never doubt him again. I ain't saying not one word about no lineman we ever draft. Because look, we got a dope track record with the O lineman until we don't. You know what I'm saying? We got a great one. He said Russian is somebody's name, Land. Okay. I was lost for a minute. But yeah, he is semi on the payroll, but we can't afford him. He make too much money. But you better believe he got some kind of role over here. Like, if he signed with any team, he on our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. But he make way too much money being a free agent, just signing players just coming to his program, just paying them astronomical figures just for his private practices and stuff. He make too much money for us to just buy him. Like, it's not happening. Where he'll get like a trainer job, that ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Where he'll get an old lineman coach job, no, that's not enough. That man make way too much money, man. He make way too much money for that. That ain't gonna get it. I wish it did, but it won't. You know what I'm saying? And I feel him. Like, he make way too much money just to take a normal Cowboy salary. That man is very respected. Big time in the space. But Swain says Guyton's success has to start in practice. We got some great talent for him to practice with. Absolutely. I said this. He should be going up against Micah all practice. Like, I would only have Micah Parsons going up against him. That's one of the best in the league. You finna play one of the best the first game. So, hey, who better to go up against than Micah Parsons? It ain't many. You might be able to name about 5. That's it. And that's arguable. That's arguably. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I think I did a decent job today, man. I think I did a decent job today. I tried my best to end on a positive note. This the positive note we gonna end on. Let's just pray that we can somehow, some way manufacture a run game to go with the offense we seen last year. Your quarterback almost won the MVP with a mediocre run game. Your quarterback almost won the MVP with a mediocre run game. So let's just say, hopefully, this O-line play ball. Hopefully, Brandon Cooks take it up another notch in year 2 in Mike McCarthy's system and Dak Prescott. Hopefully, Dak Prescott takes it up another notch year 2 under Mike McCarthy. Hopefully, Jalen Tolbert takes a leap. Hopefully, Ferguson becomes that dude. Him Jones, him Duncan. Before we go, the optimistic stuff that's most likely to happen. Let's say that really quick. The optimistic stuff that's most likely to happen. I'll say Jake Ferguson takes a leap. Another one. Dak Prescott gets better in year 2 under Mike McCarthy. That's 2. What else? I can't say the run game. Ferg taking a leap. Dak taking a leap. Cooks will be better. I can't say a leap, but Cooks will be better. That's 3. Toba would be better. That's 4. Hopefully we can use Turpin more. That's 5. If Turpin get more usage, he will be better. Defensively, Sam taking a leap. I see that happening. Slam Williams will be better. Michael would be better. Trayvon Diggs will come back and have a solid year. Daron Bland should be better. But the defense is a huge question mark altogether. The only reason I'm skeptical on the defense as a whole is because this is the first year under Mike Zimmer. We don't know. First years be a little iffy. Hopefully they can get it together. You know what I'm saying? Very quick, because we don't have that much time to play. So, it's crazy how the tables turn. Last year going into the season, the defense was the best, most solid. This team is going to win off of this doomsday defense. The offense, it's first year, we'll see what happens. And, you know, anything can happen. Hopefully Dak don't throw a million interceptions and we can do something. After 1 year, that rolled and reversed. That quick. Hopefully Deuce can do something for the run game. Do y'all think Freeman or whatever the dude name is, do y'all think any of them dudes gonna do anything? We forget about him. Shit, we got him on the team now. Freeman and somebody else. Shit. We gonna have to pray for the run game. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But, man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in for the win, man. Make sure y'all continue to support. Once again, I told you, I'm going to training camp. I need your help. I'm trying to go out there and make sure I get y'all some exclusive content. It's going to be expensive. But, hey, man, I'm willing to do it for the team. I'm ready to take that for the team, man. We're going to make sure we get it done. And I'm telling you, I'm giving a full report on certain positions every day. As many practices as I can get, I'm going to have a lot of notes and a lot of stuff for y'all, man. I'm going to make sure I go in. I'm going down there, and I'm handling business. I'm standing on business. I'm not playing around. You know what I'm saying? That's a promise. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. And you know why them haters hate on us. Why? Because we are the greatest. That's why, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. Yeah. Thanks for all the love and support. Hey, I think HTM Sports going live, so y'all go rate him. Say landlord rate.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear it just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unimportant like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. They go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, and out until you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest. Young poet got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents, there will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Cause the pics I'm cropping be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue. So I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. To know that I kill it, these are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real. spirit like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody with me on the court, yeah. I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys. And if you try to stop me, you'll need a plan B. Yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the dollar see you make it. Show them all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success. But nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.